We have a spoiler alert. If you haven't seen last night's episode of The Masked Singer, you may want to walk away for a minute. Just mute us and then like turn your back. You can't turn the channel because we have some spoilers coming up. There's some ratings issues involved here. Anyway, two more celebrities unmasked last night right here on Fox as the Pepper and the Jester were sent home.
Take it off! Take it off!
Who is this?
Rockstar! Legendary rockstar!
Wow!
The one and only Johnny Rotten!
Come on, baby!
Oh my gosh.
Cole is right! Superstar singer! Natasha Bedingfield!
Yeah, so who was behind the mask? It was Johnny Rotten. What? And Natasha Bedingfield, who's sold 20 million records worldwide. Natasha Bedingfield joining us live this morning, and you are in London right now, presently, correct?
Yes, I'm in London visiting the Queen. Not
Yes.
really,
Oh,
but
yes.
I am in London.
I'm curtsying. You can't tell because
Yes,
my
working
legs are
on my
under the desk.
royal way.
Oh, yes. Indeed. So, Natasha, I'm a huge fan of yours. This is great to chat with you. Thanks for being here. Pocket full of sunshine. You know what I'm saying. So talk about the Masked Singer experience for you. You have such a distinctive voice. I mean, I can't imagine people weren't able to pick you out.
I know, it feels like, you know, like when you're wearing a costume like that, you feel like people must be able to see through, like, because you just feel like people can see you, you know. It's a very weird experience. Yeah.
Did you have people texting you
Really
saying,
fun.
I know it's you, or is Masked Singer on in Britain?
Well, I've been in the States, and people have been texting me being like, I know it's you. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? Oh, I must see that show. Like trying to come up with really good ways to lie and, you know, be like, who sounds like me? Wow, apparently there's someone who really sounds like me. I better watch out for my career.
So you have to lie to your friends. Has that damaged any relationships? I hope not.
Yeah, my family. Nobody hates me. I mean, everyone's very happy.
Of course
Yeah.
not. We all love you. Okay, so wacky costume and, you know, Johnny Rotten, who I also adore. I mean, he's like one of my all-time favorites. See, I could not believe that he was the one behind. I mean, like, that just seems so un-Johnny Rotten, but at the same time, so Johnny Rotten. Do you get to talk with the other contestants at all? Do you get to meet them? Do you know, are you in on the secret?
You don't get to meet them. You don't get to talk to them unless you're in costume, you know. And there's a few scenes there where we're kind of talking and that kind of stuff. You know, you learn how to communicate with your hands. There's people who are experts in that, and they'll come up with ways that you can kind of, you know, I mean, you're learning a whole new skill, how to be someone in a costume. But yeah, I mean, we're just as in the dark as anyone else as to who the other characters are. We don't even get to watch their performances.
Can you breathe? I mean, how do you sing in those costumes?
I do hyperventilate a little because I am a little claustrophobic, so it is a little bit like when I first put it on, I was like, ooh, this is a bit difficult. But I would actually put my costume on like half an hour before going on stage, so I could become acclimatized to it and more relaxed in it. And you just really have to push your microphone up really close through the mesh. And you can't see very well. You know, you can't see the judges very well. You just kind of make out shapes.
Yeah. Okay, so we only have like 15 seconds left. I have a super quick question for you, and I've always wondered this. Like, when you're performing, you perform all over the world. When it's now time in the show to perform Love Like This or Pocket Full of Sunshine, and you've done it 1,000,000 times at this point. How does it feel for you at this point to perform songs like that for an audience that's dying to hear you do it?
I love singing my own songs. Is that what you're asking? I think that's what you're asking. I mean, I just love it. I never get bored of it. So it's definitely harder to sing other people's songs. But what I notice is through singing another hit song, it's like I've I understand even more of why it's an incredible song and why it connected as it did.
Yeah. Thank you. That's the answer that I was hoping that I would hear. Natasha Bedingfield, such a big fan, such a great thrill to chat with you. What a great surprise to see you behind that mask.
It's so lovely to chat with you. I'm really jealous of you being in Seattle. I love Seattle. It's
Excellent.
just one of the most beautiful places.
All right. Well, hey,
Yeah.
Seattle loves you, so right back at you. Natasha Bedingfield, The Masked Singer, airs Wednesday at 8 o'clock right here on Fox 13. That was cool.